Hey, so today what I'm going to walk you through is how our conversational AI caller, Orbital AI, how you can actually get more sales appointments booked from your existing and your new leads completely done on autopilot. So this is just going to control the whole appointment setting process for you where you'll save a ton of money because you won't have to otherwise pay for appointment setters. So what I want to do today is I want to show you the secret to streamlining your sales process. And what this means is that you won't have to pay appointment setters or manually contact and nurture leads yourself again. So in this video, what I want to show you is how to get 20% more sales calls while actually working less and how it works so effectively and efficiently. So Ashley uses Orbital AI and he made 22K in commissions in 6 weeks. And now he just gets to focus on actually closing the deals rather than setting the appointments. So here we got Jacob who doubled his revenue in the first 2 months of using Orbital AI without even having to hire any new workers. And here we got Justin who made 15K in his first 4 days of using the AI caller, purely just focusing on us launching a reactivation campaign to call all these old leads. So here's some results where we had 250 leads come in through Facebook ads and 83 of them got turned into book calls just by using this AI caller, and that was a 33.2% booking rate. So I know the challenges you're facing because I was facing a lot of these myself. I was having leads go cold just because we couldn't respond to them fast enough. We weren't responded to them all within a couple minutes. We had high no-show rates for our appointments because we weren't nurturing them properly in between. We were spending a fair bit on setters as well just because we wanted people that actually had experience in appointment setting that were local. And we were spending a lot of time on actually having to call these leads or text them and just not automating the follow-up system at all. So we're struggling to attract high quality leads consistently as well because of this. And we're just spending a lot of time on the appointment setting process when really we want to be focusing on closing deals and growing the business. So here's an example of a traditional appointment setter. We got Bob here. So Bob will call your leads all day. He'll book appointments and he'll even cold call for you. But Bob's a human being at the end of the day. He gets tired and he only works during the week, which is 8 hours a day. He makes about 250 calls a day, which if we average that down, that's about 31 calls an hour. And Bob, the thing is with him is that he requires a lot of ongoing training, and he might need a couple of weeks of one-on-one training to get started before he actually goes live. And you just got to be managing him all the time. He might get sick, need holidays, or he might just churn altogether after training him. And he's obviously paid on an hourly basis, where that can be about $40,000 starting at annually for a normal appointment setter. So what we do is that we turn Bob into an AI version where it is still Bob. He does all the normal stuff. So it's exactly the same. He speaks like Bob. He books calls just like Bob, but he doesn't run out of gas and he doesn't get ill. He doesn't need holidays, and he can do at least like 10 times more the effort as well. So he can work 24 hours a day and is automatically set up so that he responds to leads within 2 minutes of opting in, which raises the likeliness of them actually booking a call by 391%. And another one of his capabilities is to call up to 10,000 leads in 1 hour. And this requires no training because we do all the training for you on our end. So we'll give it a script, we'll train it to learn everything about your business, and it'll just have rules to follow to go from as smoothly as possible from calling the lead and vetting them and qualifying them to actually booking the appointment on your calendar, which that does as well. And the best part is that it's only paid, he only gets paid when the calls go over 1 minute. So if the calls go for 59 seconds, that's completely free. So you're not actually paying for the time taken to call leads like appointment setters would have and all that sort of stuff where leads aren't answering or you're just on the phone with leads that don't book in and aren't interested. That's the sort of stuff that you're actually going to have to be paying for if you're using setters. But if you're using AI appointment setters, it's purely on performance like that. So here's an example where if it's 500 leads per person, it'll take the AI version, Orbital AI, 5 minutes to call these leads, where it'll actually take a normal appointment setter 2 days. And we also have 10 times less spent on calling these leads because you're paying on an hourly basis for an appointment setter versus if you're paying for Orbital AI and for the calls that only go over for 1 minute, that averages at about $31 if you're calling 500 leads. And you get the same amount of qualified appointments here, 20 each. But the thing is that you have massive leverage over your time and over your money if you use AI to call your leads. So there are 3 steps to automate and streamline your sales process. So we have the AI dialer, which is where it'll call your leads for you on autopilot, or you can launch campaigns to call your old leads. And then we have the AI setter where it's going to be setting and booking these appointments in on your calendar. And it's going to be doing the qualification like live on the call there. And then we have the AI confirmations where when these leads book the calls, they can get called again on the day of the appointment to make sure that they're still showing up. And if they can't, then they can also reschedule, which is a good part of that. And it also can follow up with leads that didn't answer the call the first time around. So that's going to be completely automated as well. All you have to do is to show up to the appointment and close the lead. The entire appointment setting process now would be completely automated and streamlined. So you're also going to be able to manage your KPIs super easy. So you can see the exact cost per call that happened, and you can actually see the recordings of the call and summaries, all that sort of information in here. So it's a pretty easy setup. As you can see, it's all pretty self-explanatory where you won't be confused just by you because it's AI. No coding or anything like that's needed. At the end of the day, we just want to book you 20% more sales appointments in half the time and half the cost. So with that said, it's a very hot market right now. If you want to book a call and learn a bit more about this, the link will be in the description below. And with that said, we are only at max capacity right now, is only 5 businesses per month, just because we want to work super closely with our clients and make sure that it's a smooth transition from going from something like making the jump from traditional appointment setters to AI. We want to make sure that's as smooth as possible for you. So we'll be in there for the first 60 days managing stuff for you as well as teaching you how to do it. So if that's something that you want to do and you want to save some money and time in your business so you can actually focus on the high leverage tasks, book a call below and I'll speak to you soon.